YouTube, what's going on? HeirofCarthage here, and man, I'm amped up. I'm like a little kid again who just got himself the coolest box of Lego or something for Christmas. And why am I excited? Well, I'll explain it. So a while back, you all know that I got to do an awesome promotion with MSI where they gave me 5 Total War Warhammer game codes that I got to give away to awesome viewers like yourself. And it was for a promotion they were doing called Road to Legends, where if you bought one of their gaming motherboards, they gave you a Total War Warhammer code so that with your new machine, you can get all started off with the sweet new Total War game. So after that, I'm sitting here thinking to myself, because I never stopped thinking about the next exciting thing I want to do with my computer. Like I said, I'm hooked now. I'm crazy hooked. And I was sitting there thinking, I need to upgrade my motherboard. I need a Z170 board because mine was like an old Z87 board. Definitely old. Wanted to do something more exciting and be able to get DDR4 and have more overclocking tools and just really be able to go to town with it. So I was like, man, those MSI boards during that giveaway, they look great. I went and looked at some of their stuff and I was like, they had some really fantastic looking boards. I was like, man, I'd be totally pumped if they would just, anything that they would help me out with, maybe I should ask them. So I reached out to MSI and they were awesome. They're like, man, sure, yeah, we'd love to jump in. So I reach out to them, and they say they're gonna send me a board, and I was like, man, that's exciting. I'm excited, and I had my eye on a particular board. I was like, man, they have this titanium colored board. It looks really great. How cool would it be if they were to send me that one? I was like, that board would look so awesome in a build. Hey, check it out. MSI delivered Z170A MPOWER Gaming Titanium Edition, baby. I'm amped. I'm so jazzed, like really excited. I'm probably like talking like crazy too here, so I'm very, very grateful for MSI. This was completely awesome of them. Not that they just sent me a board, they sent me the one that I had my eye on too. I am so excited to build with this, and this is going to be the amazing base of my machine that's going to be, of course, bringing you tons more awesome Total War content, including Total War Warhammer. And the other exciting thing is, if you're thinking about making an upgrade, MSI is still running the Road to Legend promotion until the end of August or until the supplies run out. So go check the link in the description if you're interested to build. I'm totally excited. Let's get this thing out of the box. Let me show you some of the awesome features and the aesthetics that this board has to offer. All right, YouTube, so we have the box here. So jazzed about all the stuff that comes on this. So let's talk through some of the features that MSI is packing into this board. So you've got Turbo U.2 and M.2 SSD support, giving you obviously the best speed, bandwidth, lots of options for the SSDs, which is really cool for enthusiast type builders. You got next level memory design. So obviously this thing's designed for DDR4. You can see that we're looking at the 3600 plus megahertz. It's also got like some titanium armor built onto the motherboard for your RAM. Really cool stuff. You got obviously gaming LAN to get you the best latency or lowest latency. Obviously you don't want any. Crystal clear sound with the audio boost and a HeMIC sound. So very awesome stuff there. So it should be getting the best sound quality. I'm gonna just run down this other side here. We got optimized for gaming VGA, so that you're going to be getting better GPU signals. And then you've got the slot strength again with this titanium, so you got really strong slots for those really large motherboards with all the crazy cooling and heat sinks and everything now. So they've got support for that, so you don't have to worry about damage to your board. The USB 3.1 Gen 2 bulletproof gaming. So I mean, this thing's got a titanium backplate on it, so I don't know if it's really bulletproof. I'm not going to go shoot it, but it does look like it's bulletproof nonetheless. And then it's got the Mystic Light extension for some really cool RGB effects that you can put together. So, and then this, I'm just going to move it more to center a shot here so you can see what the back panel looks like in terms of the different plugs that you have available to you. Plenty of USB, LAN, obviously, your audio with optical, which is pretty cool. And then they even have like a special port here in case you're an enthusiast and want your mouse to have the a special plug-in. So lots of good stuff. And they even have a USB 3.1, like I said, Gen 2 on the back there. So lots of good features. Let's take a look inside the box. So there's a look at the outside. Packaging, obviously not what's going to play a role in performance, but I have to give them credit. The packaging is really spectacular. It's got like that same titanium color to it that just kind of really goes with their product. And like I said, doesn't add to the performance, but definitely gets you more amped up about it. Let's jump inside. All right, so as you can see, we are in the box. So this is what it looks like once you get the static packaging, the anti-static packaging. Very, very beautiful motherboard here. So, I mean, as beautiful as hardware can be. So if we take a look, I mean, obviously you got the sweet MSI Dragon logo here on some of the heat sinks. You get this nice titanium shroud here along the back plate that is going to add some really nice aesthetics when you're looking inside. Again, the heat sinks also sporting that titanium look, and you look at the PCIe slots. So again, the aesthetics very nice, all the matching color. You can see there the hookups for the solid state drives. If you want to do the PCIe solid state drive, and of course, there's just tons of options here. Definitely plenty of support for SLI. Obviously, your RAM slots over here. Just a lot of nice features. There's a lot of system fans. I noticed, like, compared to my old board, I've got a pretty good number of 4-pin system fans, which are always nice for someone who's doing a custom build, so that you can customize the cooling within your rig. And then, so I noticed it's actually kind of it was a little bit off camera. Back here is where you have one of your CPU fans, and then you have another CPU fan plug there too, so that of course it'll support you if you're wanting to have the optional water cooling. So again, definitely nice to see. You've got two USB 3.0 headers. You can't see it with the packaging here, so I'll kind of pull that packaging up so you can get a better look at it. So you've got one USB 3.0 header here, kind of facing outward, and you've got another one here. And then there is one USB 2.0 header here. So obviously the headers are useful so that you can use them for your front USB slots if you wanted to expand USB ports. Or you can use those USB headers for stuff like the water coolers, like the Corsair water cooler that I'll be running. You got plenty of SATA plugins as well. So lots of room to have plenty of drives plugged into the board. I can't really show you those at the moment, but I'll get the board up out of here and show you the back plate and some of the SATA plugs. Obviously all the kind of stuff that you'd expect along the bottom here too, your power pins, your audio connections. Just like I said, nice design overall, looks very clean. Love the coloring. The whole titanium theme here is really quite impressive. And when you pick the product up, it has a real heft to it. You can feel the quality of the build. It is really nice metal build to it, titanium obviously, so feels very quality, feels very durable. It doesn't just look that way. So again, very impressive quality from what I've seen. All right, I wanted you to be able to see some of the ports along the side of it. So obviously this is along the front side of the board here. Well, one of the side panels of it. So again, you can see there's your, if I can get the piece in the right spot, you got your 24-pin ATX power. Of course, there's an 8-pin that's up in the other corner. We'll take a look at that. But like I said, I wanted you to be able to see the different SATA plugs that you have over here. So there's 4 there, and then you've got 2 more SATA plugs right here. So a total of 6 SATA plugins that you have. There's also, forgive the focus, there we go. There's your USB 3.0 that faces forward. And then obviously you got a USB 3.1 right there as well. And if we take a look at towards the back of the board, so I'll flip that up where you can see the rear panel here. So again, there's all the plugs that we'd expect that I mentioned from the photo. You can actually kind of see how they're laid out there. Again, looking very nice. Plenty of options for those who are into gaming. So let's take a look too at the back plate, which is maybe not a big deal for some people, but I love building and I love making my rig look clean and professional as best I can. I'm still learning, obviously, but if you look at the back plate here, obviously you got room to for your cooler, and you're going to be able to support water coolers, air coolers. But this nice titanium back plate here just really rounds out, I think, the aesthetic and the quality of this build. Very impressive, very nice, very high quality. Just a fantastic motherboard from what I've seen. Very excited to get this thing plugged in and running. Hopefully I've done this justice in terms of showing you off all the features. Like I said, if you have any questions, there will be links, and I will be answering questions as best I can in the comments if you have questions about my thoughts on anything that I didn't cover here. But my goodness, thank you MSI. this is amazing, and definitely stay tuned. And if you don't mind, please thank MSI also for helping to support the channel and the Total War content that you love. And I will be back with a build video, and I'll show you kind of how we fit this into the case, get all the components plugged in. But overall, very impressed with this product, and I'm extremely excited and couldn't be more pleased with the support that MSI threw at me here. And let's get ready to build. I'll see you then. So I almost forgot to show you some important stuff too. It may not look as cool as the motherboard itself. See? Oh yeah. But very important stuff nonetheless. So underneath the motherboard and the packaging, there was all kinds of cool stuff, useful stuff as well. You had some cables like this, which are used for powering up LED lighting in case you really want to pimp out your build, which is pretty cool, because if you're going to buy a motherboard like this, obviously a lot of people are going to want to do that. They got just some stuff here for support and registering your product. And then check out the nice little thing to hang on your door here to let everybody know that, sorry, I'm busy gaming, or I'm not here. Kind of fun. Like that. Nice touch. The back plate that you can put on, obviously, when you get your case set up, so that you have a nice back plate there. Drivers, of course, as expected. Of course, you can get these online on their website as well. More LED power cables. They give you a good number of Sata cables too, with options for the ones that kind of plug in from the front, and then they've got other options in there too for the Sata cable. So very nice that they include these. Definitely helpful, for someone going through a new build if you don't have all the cables. Definitely awesome that that's included. Another cool thing that gets included is an SLI bridge. So if you are going to do an SLI build, you've got that bridge there if you purchase that motherboard. And I believe that's about it, other than a couple other little important things that we can't forget. This one was kind of nice here too, a little thing you can plug in to help label your the little tiny power cords. If you've ever built a computer before, the little power pins that you have to bring in from your case. So that's definitely nice. Also, some of their stuff had these QR codes when you get it, which is cool. You can scan that if you need help with your build. So that's pretty awesome too, for them to throw in that kind of support. It's very interactive, very helpful in today's day and age. I think it's a great way to do support. And of course, you've got to be able to show off that you've got the gaming G series here. So you get the nice little MSI dragon logo going on there, so very sweet. But yeah, didn't want to shortchange them. Needed to make sure that you all saw what came in the packaging as well. So pretty darn sweet. I'm beside myself. I'm ready to go build. For real this time, I'm going to build. See you later. In fact, hey, I'm busy. Busy gaming. Out of here.